I'm at Fabricville now, and I literally spent, I think, 20 minutes trying to find the cotton jersey, and then I finally just asked, and it was right here. I think I'm gonna get this red color because I really like the color, and I think I'm gonna get this pink. These are very similar, but this one is more like muted, so I think I'm gonna get this one. They're also 40% off, I think. I'm gonna get half a meter of both because the pattern says I need half a meter, and then I need to go look for lace. I really, really like this blue, but it's polyester. I don't know, it just doesn't feel nice, so I'm not gonna get it. But I wish they had this one in cotton. It is Tuesday. I had a midterm this morning, and I think I did pretty okay. I have a midterm later today, also at 6, but I'm not studying because I already studied. I'm going to prepare the pattern of the top I want to do. Emily Cami. I'm gonna show you what I got at Fabricville. I ended up not getting the pink fabric I showed you because I don't know if the colors show up well on camera, but like it was kind of really a neutral pink, dull color. Like it was kind of dull. So I don't know. I didn't want to get that one. I feel like if I got a pink, I would rather get a different shade of pink, like get a pink that I actually really like. So I just got the red color because I really like this like dark red and I like the way I look in it. So I'm gonna do it with this fabric first. There was I think I mentioned there was a blue one. I don't know if I showed it. I really liked the shade, but it was it was made of polyester. Personally, would have want cotton. So this is cotton and spandex. So I did get half a meter because the pattern says you need half a meter. Definitely will be enough. Then I got this lace, just I think half a meter also of this lace to go on like the bust pieces. It's so cute. If you can see it well. But I really like it. I think it's super cute. Initially, I wanted to do like a thinner piece of lace on the bust panels, but they didn't have any that I really, really liked. I just ended up going with this one because even in the pattern it says to use stretch lace. So this was stretch. The other one I was thinking of doing was not stretchy, but it was a bit thinner. I feel like I'll probably go back and buy that and put it on some crochet things I make, future projects. But for this one, it needed stretch lace, and this was the nicest one that I saw. Then I don't know what this is because it was in a different section and it opens like this. This was the only thing that had picos on it that was stretchy, so I got it. I think I also got exactly what the pattern said, which was 2.5 meters. So that's what I got from oh, sorry. I also got this ribbon for the little ribbon bow in the front of the top. The only one was $3, $3.80. Overall, I bought these three things and it was less than $20. It was $19.17. And I already have like my sewing machine and I already have thread to do it. So I just bought the materials to make it. I don't know how much the pattern was because I bought it like a year ago, over a year ago. I don't even know if I bought it in 2024 or 2025. Printed out the pattern. I tried to do it from my phone, but I couldn't because I couldn't fix the scale of the paper before I printed it. So I had to do it on my laptop. Kind of annoying, but it's okay. I'm going to like tape them together and cut them out. And then I don't know if I'm going to get to doing cutting out the fabric pieces today. I mean, probably today. I don't know if I'm going to do it now, but we'll see. I think it's okay for me to show the pattern, right? Because it's not like you have the PDF. Finished cutting out the pieces. It's only 3:30. I think I need to leave at 4:30, so I think I'm actually going to go ahead and cut out my fabric. I'm going to go cut out my pieces and I'll show you when I'm done. It's now 4:08. I don't think I'm going to start sewing because it's going to take a bit to like take out my sewing machine and start it up, but I'll show you the pieces. I pinned it so that I could make sure to cut it well, and I'm just taking out the pins now. I accidentally like knocked over my entire pin thing, like it was all over my floor, but it's okay because I think I got all of them. I'm worried that I cut it out badly, but I think it's actually okay. I'm just going to unpin all the pieces right now. So these are the cups, clearly. I really want to start sewing it, but I think I'm going to do that when I come home after my exam. So my exam is from 6 to 7:55, but hopefully I won't be there the whole time. I don't think it's supposed to be super hard. This is the back piece. Ooh, I don't I need to mark the top and the bottom. I didn't think about that. I'll figure it out. And then this is the front. The front is not as bad because it literally has this part for the cups. Sorry. It has the part for the cups, so I think I can just take it off and it'll be fine. I think I'm gonna cut the lace for the bust pieces. I'm so excited for this sewing project. My first one. I only have like a home sewing machine, so like I don't have like a serger. Anyway, you can like fix the edges with like a zigzag stitch, which is just what I'm gonna do. I also saw that like it's not super strong, but like whatever, it's all I have and I really want to make this myself. Oh, I wanted to say I actually have a lot of extra fabric. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I checked my receipt. I only got half a meter. I don't know how they measure it. If anyone knows, please let me know. Like, is it half a meter but like folded so you actually get 1 meter, or is it half a meter? Because this looks, this is my leftover, but this looks way more than half a meter. I mean, even here, like, there was more for my pieces. So that's like 1 meter, right? So I'm assuming that they just fold it in half and then measure that to be the measurement you say. Like I asked for half a meter, so that she gave me half a meter folded, which would be 1 meter when you unfold it. Is that how it works? Because this is a lot. I have a lot of extras. And I actually think if I really like the way it turns out, or if I like the way it turns out, I'll probably do another one in red with black lace. Because I saw a picture of someone who did it like that, and I think it's really nice. So I'll probably do a black lace version with the same color because I don't really know what else to use this for because I just bought it. I bought the exact quantities of everything that were listed in the pattern because I didn't want to have extras, but that's a lot of extra fabric. It's the next day and I cut out a bunch of linings because I am going to finish up a gift for my friend. Her birthday is tomorrow and she's having like a party. So I made this pouch. I saw a picture on Pinterest. It looks like this. And I sent it to her and she said it would be so cute in pink, which is true because we love pink. So I made a pink version and I just need to put lining in it. So I have cut up a bunch of fabric. This, by the way, is a bed sheet I thrifted. Yeah, I just thrifted it so that I could use it as lining. So I cut up a bunch of pieces. I think there's 11. So I can make 11 pouches. I don't know if they're gonna all look exactly like this, but I can. I also made a purple one. There's no bow on it yet. This one, I think maybe I'll sell it or I'll just keep it. I'm not sure. To go inside of her little pouch, I bought this My Melody Miffy keychain by Grape Jelly Bunny. Her name is Gracie. She's so nice, and I got this at the BIPOC market. I'm just gonna put this inside of the pouch after I put the lining in. And I also wanted to show you that I did pin the lace onto the cups of the top I want to make. I'll probably also start sewing this just because my sewing machine is already out. Yeah, I'm just going to prepare the linings, which is just like straight sewing, which is easy. Then I have to sew it into the pouch. I sew everything to my crochet by hand because I'm scared to put it under the sewing machine, but I know like there's people who just sew the crochet stuff. I've seen people sew crochet pieces together to like join them, but I don't want to, I'm scared to do that because sometimes my sewing machine, like the thread messes up a lot at the bottom. I don't know if that like happens to everyone, but it definitely happens to me a lot, so I don't want to risk putting my crochet in it. I just finished sewing all of the linings. I was initially just gonna do like three, and then I was like, since I'm at it, I'll just do all of them. This one has a weird stain on it. It's like a yellow stain. I might just use this for myself because I don't care. There's another one that has a stain, barely visible, which I might also just keep for myself or like give it to someone I know rather than sell it. It's like a little brown spot. It's like worse on the other side that's on the inside, so you won't see it that much. But also it's like it's lining on the inside, so I feel like it doesn't matter that much. But I might just keep these two, maybe for me. And I want to make a pouch for my aunt, so maybe with this. Then I have these nine, I think, that are good. So I'm gonna probably sew this in later because I'm going to my boyfriend's house and there's not much to do there. So I'm gonna do this probably. And I think I'm gonna eat first because I do have class at 2:30 and it's almost 1. By the way, takes me 5 minutes to do one, like to sew one, which I think is not bad. I feel like it would be much faster if I like actually cut out like a nice pattern because what I did was I just laid my pouch on top of the fabric and then I cut like around it, and so the edges were not super like straight, and I would have to go back and like cut the excess and then cut this top straight so that when I folded it over to do this, is this called a top stitch? I don't know, I just call it a top stitch. When I folded it over to this top stitch, it would be like cleaner and not as like uneven and messy. So I feel like if I cut the fabric pieces out better, it would probably take me like 4 minutes. I don't know. It takes like an extra minute to just cut the excess fabric off, which like honestly, if you're doing a lot of these, like 1 minute adds up because I did like 10, so it was like 10 minutes extra that I could have saved if I just cut the pattern out nicely. But it doesn't bother me. Maybe if I'm like really like mass producing my stuff, like it will matter, but for now it's fine. It's the 25th, so it's my friend's birthday today, and I finished her gift last night. I just sewed in the lining like I said I would. So I put the Miffy in here. I actually am really proud of the sewing. I feel like I did a really good job. It's like pretty even. It took me about 30 minutes to sew in the lining. I don't know if you can see it. I guess I don't know. It doesn't look I don't know if it looks good or not. Like I said, I'm gonna put Miffy inside of the bag like I had it before. I don't know. I should probably like put it in like a bag or something. Another bag. I also don't know if I showed you. I got a sticker sheet also from Gracie from Grape Jelly Bunny. It's just like emoticons. What are these called? No, it's super cute. I think I'm gonna sew a little bit right now because my sewing machine is still out and I want to. I did sew the bust of one and I don't like it. I'm gonna undo it because I think I showed you that this Pico thing I got, I think it's like binding is what it's called. I don't know, but like basically it opens like this. So I couldn't find any like elastic, regular elastic that was Pico. So I bought this. And what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut off like one side so that it's not as thick because I think it's so thick and it makes it look like warped, maybe. It could also be the sewing thread tension. I'm not too sure because I'm new to sewing, so I don't know what the problem is. It could be the tension of the thread, and I think it's the thickness of the elastic. So I'm gonna try on the second bust piece with cutting this off so that it's thinner. So I'm just gonna do that. I also still have an extra piece of lace. I'm probably gonna take this apart because I don't want to waste it, but if it gets too hard to take it apart, I could always just cut out another bust piece and use this scrap piece of lace. And I have a ton of this binding thing that I can use. Like I showed you, I had a lot of extra fabric. I sewed the second bust piece and it's still like wavy, but it's a lot less wavy than the first one. Also, I had so much trouble with my machine. Honestly, it's a really old machine because I bought it secondhand on Facebook Marketplace and I'm pretty sure they had it for a long time too. I don't think that this machine is even made anymore. Like this brand doesn't manufacture them anymore. It's called EuroPro X. And when I search EuroPro X sewing machines, literally this machine does not pop up in the images because I think that's how old it is. I mean, it does the job, I guess. And I don't know if it's like just because I'm bad at sewing. I mean, for sure. But I don't really like it. but I'm just gonna keep going. I mean, it's my first piece, so it's not gonna be like super nice. I think one of the biggest downfalls is just the fact that I couldn't find like a pico elastic. So it, and it also, it's sewed on really weird. Like it's, the pico's like up here, and then there's like so much space between the pico and the edge. Anyway, whatever. It's my first sewing project. I don't, it's not like ugly, ugly, but it's just like little details that I wish I could fix, but I can't fix them because I'm a beginner. So I'm not too pressed about it because it's also like a learning experience. I want to show you, like, this one is much stiffer. This is the first one, this is the second one. Actually, they're both pretty wavy, but this is not as stiff as this one, and it's definitely because this one I didn't cut the elastic in half like I did on this one. So I'm just currently cutting up the thread so I can take it off. I can't find my mom's seam ripper, so I'm just using her scissors to like cut the back to take it off. But I have to go soon, so I'm probably just gonna try to get as much of this off as I can, and I'll continue probably tomorrow. It's been quite a while since I last filmed about this top. I know I said like pretty often like it's my first top, so I don't expect it to come out perfectly, and it's definitely far from perfect. I honestly think I'm gonna stop working on it because it's pretty bad, and I obviously know I'll never wear it. I definitely think it was a good experience, like practicing sewing. I think my biggest issue is the elastic. Like I said, I didn't get the right elastic, so it's really thick and it makes the fabric, I think it's causing the fabric to be wavy like this. I don't know. And I sewed it on not super well. So in the middle, it's supposed to be like a point, but it kind of like curves in towards my chest. So it's very awkward. And I have tried to fix it so many times. I don't really know how. I definitely think I need to get a different elastic and make it again. I still have enough of this fabric to cut out more pieces of the pattern and do it again. So I think I'm just gonna put a pause on this for now, and I'll get back to it probably in the summer. So after my semester's over. It was definitely really fun. I really liked doing the gathering for the underbust. I thought that was really easy, like much easier than I thought it would be. And I think I did a pretty good job. Like it's pretty even and it looks nice, I think, for both of them. But yeah, I think the sewing on the inside looks insane because I didn't really know what to do. My sewing machine is also not that great. It just looks really, really, really messy, but that's fine. I think it was definitely a good first try. Also, it's too wide. I think this is supposed to be fitted, so I don't know what I did. Maybe I did not sew the pieces close enough. I don't know. Anyway, it's too wide, which I guess is easy because I could just take it in on the sides. A lot of things I would probably, actually, I don't even know what I would do differently because I don't know if maybe the waviness is from the tension of my thread, but I also don't really know how to fix that on my sewing machine. So if anyone knows how to solve this, if it really is just because the elastic is too thick, or if it has something to do with my tension on my sewing machine, let me know. It's sewn on with a zigzag stitch, although it doesn't really stretch because this lace is sewn on with a straight stitch. So I don't really know why they said to sew it with a zigzag stitch if it's not going to stretch anyway because of the straight stitch of the lace. I think a good first project, it's a lot of just straight sewing, so it was not so hard. I think just the elastic was really weird. That's the end of this. I did not finish it, which is fine. But besides that, I have been getting more into knitting recently. I think in my last video, my twice concert video, you saw my skirt. I knit that in 2 days. I'm very proud of myself. I think it came out so cute, and I want to make more skirts like that. I kind of just want to start knitting more in general. So I did knit this pouch, and I'm crocheting this right now. I'm actually not too sure what I'm doing exactly, but I have this cotton. This is cotton, this is acrylic, but I knit this in cotton yarn and I already sewed in the lining. So I just need to add like, the pink yarn for like pretty decoration stuff. I might size down on this because I used a 5mm hook and I don't like how big it's looking, like it flares out. So I might use like a 4mm or 375 because I like that hook. But I'm gonna redo this probably, and I'm gonna try to figure out what to do here. I was thinking of doing like ruffles and then doing like my skirt, how it has like another knit layer. The only thing is I don't have knitting needles that are big enough to do the knit in the round. I don't know what it's called, but you know when you divide the stitches onto two halves of the knitting needles, so you can knit in the round even though it's not like a perfect circle. I forget what it's called, but I don't. My needles are not big enough to do that because that's what I tried to do for this panel, and I ended up making it just a big rectangle and then seaming it together on the side, which I think I did such a good job making it invisible because the seam is literally right here and you can't really tell. I have market coming up in 2 weeks that I need to make a lot of stuff for. I also have school that's going to start again on Monday. Today is Saturday. I'm not looking forward to that. Just have a lot of assignments, so I don't know how much knitting and crocheting, sewing stuff I'll be able to do. But I wanted to give an update on my shirt. I don't even know where I put it on this sewing project because I know I mentioned it 2 videos ago. But yeah, don't expect a finished product for the next like few months because I don't think I'm going to have one. That's my update. I'm going to just do whatever now. I only have 2 more days of break left, so I'm just gonna relax. Sorry, I also wanted to add that I have been practicing knitting with my right hand. So I'm left handed and I crochet with my left hand and I knit with my left hand. But I've been practicing just now doing it with my knitting with my right hand because I can kind of crochet with my left hand, right hand, kind of okay because I've practiced before in the past, but I've never knit with my right hand, and I actually think I did a really good job. Besides that one obviously really big stitch, my tension is pretty even. I'm definitely really slow. Something I thought was funny is that I knit continental in with my left hand, so with my dominant hand, I knit continental. So I hold the yarn in my right hand because I'm knitting with my left. But when I knit with my right hand, I knit English style or like flicking because I can only hold the yarn in my right hand, which is so weird. Because when I crochet, I can hold the yarn not comfortably, but I can hold it with my left hand so that I'm crocheting with my right and holding the yarn in my left. But when I knit, I can't hold the yarn in my left hand to knit continental style right-handed. So I knit English style with my right hand and continental with my left. Just thought that was kind of funny because I was like, English style is so hard as a left-handed person, but I think it's just because I can't hold the yarn when I'm knitting in my left hand. Like it just doesn't, I can't do it. I was just knitting like a little swatch thing because I wanted to make another pouch like this, but I'll probably do this with my left hand. I don't know. I want to knit something with my right hand, just like a little mini project. I thought that would be kind of funny to see how well I can knit with my non dominant hand. But I need to find like a simple project because I'm not going to knit like a sweater with my right hand. That'd be crazy. Because if it came out really weird, I wouldn't even wear it anyway. So that would be a waste of time and resources. But yeah, I just wanted to share that.